going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they could.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
14.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Wilson flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And down to the 28-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw again on second down. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And down he'll go at the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wilson.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
On third down, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurts.
And now here's another interception. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Carson the first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Carry for their fullback.